Hello to anyone who's watching. I'm sending this in for Ellen, and she said to send it in because, doubt that she's watching this, but she said to send in a funny talent. And I really don't have any talent at all, because at least my parents told me not. Great encouragement, no, but they're great. So, you said to send in one that's funny, and I can do accents, and a lot of people laugh at them, probably at how pitiful and ridiculous they are. But when I did it for the first time, and it actually helped me conquer my fear in front of talking to people. When I did a really stupid accent in front of my English class for like the first time, and people laughed while I was reading a short story in it. It was like a really bad one, and I have no idea what accent it is at all. And I actually started it when I was reading a John Lennon book, and it was due the next day, and I had to finish it, so to make time go by really fast, I read it in accent to remember things, and I actually still remember like a few of the lines, which is really, really weird, because I read it over a year ago. So, this is not worth $10,000 at all, and there's like so many more amazing talents that you're gonna get, but I'm just gonna send this in because, hey, you never know what could happen, so. Oh, and happy birthday, Ellen. Today is January 26th, at least when I'm recording this, and you are like amazeballs, and I love you with all my heart, and if I ever met you, I would sob. Like, so bad. So I guess that's part of the reason why I'm entering this. So, please, if you're watching this, you are my life. And I love you with all my heart. So here, Ellen, this is my talent, which isn't really a talent, but here we go. I'm gonna read some parts of your book, which I actually just bought, called Seriously, I'm Joking. And apparently it says, "To all my fans, there is no joke. Thank you for your support. Seriously, I'm not kidding." You're welcome. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna switch accents as I read. I'm gonna start with acknowledgements, and I'm gonna skip through some of it. I had a hard time deciding how to list and acknowledge all the important people in my life. I was going to list in alphabetical order, but I didn't think that would be fair to Catherine Zeta-Jones. Then I thought maybe I should list everyone from shortest to tallest or thinnest to heaviest, but I didn't think that seemed right. So I decided to list everyone from smartest to dumbest. No, that's not true. The list is in no particular order. Just because someone is first doesn't mean they're the most important. It doesn't mean they're not the most important. They're not the most important either. I'm grateful for all of them. So in no particular order, I'd like to thank my mother, my father, my brother. And then I'm gonna skip to, even though I did mention earlier that this list is in no particular order, this is one person who is the most important person in my life. My wife, Portia. I'm going to go to the next page. A note from the author. Dear reader, hello, how are you? That's great to hear. Listen, I want to thank you for buying this book. We're about to begin a beautiful journey together. One that is unique and special. And then I'm going to do a really, really bad accent of Sadie Saxton from Awkward, which sounds nothing like it. It just sounds like a really snobby person, but here we go. I know a lot of you might be watch my talk show host, but communicating through a book is different than communicating through television. And I'm gonna go down here because it sounds better. But I bet a lot of you are probably thinking Ellen, or E, depending on how we know each other, which we know each other great because I watch your talk show every single day. Why are you writing another book after already approving yourself by penning two wildly successful times? You spelled times wrong. You spelled it Tomes. Oops. Well, the truth is, since I wrote my last book, a lot has happened in my life. I got married, I got my own talk show, I started a recording label, I became a cover girl. I was Dory. I won an Academy Award. Won one Boston Marathon, I started a Compass Teeth, and I was knighted by the Queen of England. You are amazing. Okay, so the last accent I'm going to do is the fangirl accent with this hat on to maybe bring me luck a little, I guess, since it's a leprechaun hat. And a fangirl, I think you should know what it is. You might not. But pretty much just the people, when you have Justin Bieber on your show, and they act really crazy. And that's like a fangirl. So I'm gonna kind of do what we act like on like Tumblr and whatnot, but it's not as great or as bad as we do. So here we go. Writing this book. Over the last few years or so, I decided to write this book. You've been asking me how I've had the time and why I chose to write it. The truth is that last June I was driving through a tunnel while I was on the phone with my agent and my self-service was really spotty. And I said, I just got this great IKEA table for my breakfast nook. My agent thought it said I got this great idea for my newest book. By the time I figured it out earlier, it was like a day I signed a whole new bunch of papers. I mean, it was time to read all those words. And I was under contract to write a new book. Similarly, a few years ago, I was told my agent, I think I got some fudge on my level. And he thought I said, I was a future American Idol! Since then, I got a new phone, and I found out my agent's name is Marvin, not Marvin! But the real truth is, I'm glad I decided to write this book. I love writing! And I do feel like I've learned a lot about life and love and other L words since I wrote my last book. And there are things I want to share with the world! Okay, so there we go. That's really bad. It's not as bad as we act. So, Ellen, that was my talent.